Hi there, Pocketeers. My name's Dave, and it's finally here. Today is day 30 of my 30-day Keto Chow challenge. So it's the evening right now. I'm about to drink my last shake of the challenge, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the stats that I have of how much weight I've lost and how many inches I've lost, which that's the really interesting thing to me is how much smaller I am in general. But it's supper time and I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to drink this first. You would think that after drinking these for 30 days straight, that I'd be absolutely sick of them, but oddly enough, I'm not. I'm probably actually going to keep drinking them for lunch every day, possibly even breakfast, to try and keep the keto train going. But I definitely do want to have kind of normal keto meals, like maybe steak and broccoli or something, instead of these for supper, just to break it up a little bit. While I was doing the 30-day challenge, I messed around with how much heavy cream I would put into my shakes, and I find that if I lower the amount of heavy cream, I definitely get hungrier. But if I keep a good number of calories in each shake, I'm not hungry throughout the day. So if you try Keto Chow and you're really hungry during the day, try adding a little bit more of whatever fat you're using to the mix, and it should hopefully help you out. It definitely did me. One thing about heavy cream, though, is it does have carbs because it has some milk to it. So next week I'm going to be trying to use avocado oil instead of heavy cream and see how that works for me. All right, last drink. 30 days down. So let's talk numbers. I got my sheet of paper ready to go. Okay, so as far as how much weight I've lost over these 30 days, okay, I have lost just a little bit over 25 pounds. I didn't overdo it. I walked around the parks and I just enjoyed myself. And things went really smoothly for me. I was able to stick to it. And Keto Chow is still enjoyable to me. So it hasn't been complete misery. For 25 pounds in 30 days, that's pretty good. The key takeaway for me, though, was I was able to fit on more rides. Okay, so I was able to fit on Rip, Ride, and Rocket, and for the first time I was able to fit on Forbidden Journey. I'm gonna have to head back over there and ride that one again, though, because I was so blown away by being able to get on it that I didn't pay attention to a lot of the things around me. And I made the mistake of wearing flip-flops when I rode the ride. And the ride kind of picks you up and whips you around. And I was making fists with my toes to hold on to those flip-flops the entire time. So the next time I go and try and ride it, I'm going to wear shoes that won't fall off if I don't grip a hold of them. The really great thing is when you look at how many inches I've lost on my chest and my stomach and my waist and all these measurements, how much smaller I am really means that I'll have a better shot of fitting on rides. Okay, so let's just take a look here. So measurement around my chest, I started off at 52 inches or 132 centimeters, and now I'm at 51 inches or 129 centimeters. Okay, so I didn't lose a lot of fat on my chest, but I don't think I actually had a lot of fat on my chest. I mean, I got some love handles here, but they're going away slowly. Okay, on my stomach, this was a big one. Okay, my stomach measured around the thickest part of my stomach. I was 57 inches at the start of the 30 days, and that's 145 centimeters. Now I am 54 inches or 137 centimeters, which is a pretty drastic difference there. I mean, it's 3 inches in 30 days. So that's something you have to keep in mind on days when you exercise, that it's not all about the number on the scale. A lot of the time you're working towards getting rid of body fat. So on the days when I exercised and I kind of plateaued because of the water weight, I just kind of kept in mind that I'm not I'm not just that number. I'm actually, burning, and I'm making progress, even if there's not a way to quantify it with a number on a scale. So around my waist, my pants size, I started off as 54 inches or 137 centimeters, and I dropped down to 51 inches or 131 centimeters. So that's 3 inches off of my waist in 30 days. Around my hips, around the widest part of my hips, I went from 55 inches or 140 centimeters to 52 and a half inches or 134 centimeters. So I lost 2.5 inches there, just around my hips. So one of the big problems that I have when trying to ride roller coasters is the thickness of my thighs, because when the lap bar comes down, it can't get low enough because my thighs are too big around. And so my thighs went from 49 inches around, and I'm measuring like right underneath in my butt cheeks all the way around the kind of the highest part of my thigh, just underneath my butt. So it went from 49 inches or 124 centimeters to 47 and a half inches or 121 centimeters. So that's about 1.5 inches of difference there, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. But when I measured around just each thigh, just around each leg, like up at the same level, and for my thighs, I lost an average of 2 inches on each thigh. So I don't know exactly how that works out, so that my thighs combined only lost 1.5 inches, but each of my thighs lost 2 inches. I don't know exactly how that happened, but that's funny. Anyway, it does mean that I'm a lot smaller already after just 30 days, and I'm going to keep doing keto to try and get on all the rides that I still can't fit on, but I'm going to have to go and see which rides I'm not able to fit on. Tomorrow's Saturday, and there's another YouTuber meetup at that same pizza place from the other episode. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to see what kind of keto options they would have. Possibly. I don't know exactly what kind of things I can do at a pizza shop, but I'll see what I can do and maybe try and get a meal with those guys. But I can't have pizza if I'm going to be sticking to keto. So I didn't eat anything, which was fine. I got to save some money. And then I got home around 4 and I had another Keto Chow. So I'm still drinking the Keto Chow for breakfast and lunch. Just so that I can know exactly how many calories I'm getting for those 2 meals. But tonight I get to have an actual meal. So I'm looking forward to that. I have it in the oven right now, and I'm like, yummy, 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 yummy. So I measured everything out, and I was very, very shocked at how little food it was to be able to get the calories I needed for one meal. I am super excited for supper tonight. This is my first meal. Oh, that's good. That's really good. So I did all the math. I don't normally calorie count. And I did all the math, and this is the same amount of calories that I was getting from each of those shakes. So that's pretty good. The wings, this is about half the normal serving of wings that I would have, just because I didn't realize how many calories I needed every day. And this doesn't look like a whole lot, but when paired with the riced broccoli, it definitely looks like a complete meal to me. I don't need to have an enormous plate of wings. Especially when you compare it to a milkshake. It definitely looks like a full meal. All right. Let me hit one of these wings. Let me get this one here. This one looks good. That was good. That is good. Spicy though. Haven't had anything spicy for a month. Whew. Whew. Spicy. It feels good to actually chew things. It definitely makes you appreciate food quite a bit more. Putting yourself through a challenge that resets your thinking. So all I really have to do and make sure that I focus on is keeping my mindset of how many calories I need in a day, and making sure that the one meal I have a day right now meets those calorie requirements but doesn't exceed them. So I'm still doing the Keto Chow. I'm still eating Keto Chow for 2 meals a day to keep things simple, and then I can experiment with the last meal of the day to try and find things that I like, and then work my way towards eating all these different meals. And this meal should be the same number of calories. It takes a whole lot longer to eat it though. So that is a benefit of Keto Chow, I guess. That was a good supper. I was really needing that. Tomorrow, I don't want to overdo it tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to be getting up bright and early and heading over to Universal Studios to try out a few more rides. So I'm going to try the Hulk, I'm going to try Dr. Doom's Fearfall, and I'm going to try and get on Hagrids. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm headed into Islands of Adventure to try and ride several rides that I can't fit on. So I'm probably going to head straight to Hagrids and hopefully get lucky there. The last time I tried the test seat, though, I wasn't able to fit. So hopefully it's not a huge wait. Morning.
150 minute wait.
Ooh.
Yeah, from the lockers.
From the lockers?
From the lockers.
Okay. So I got here a little bit after 9, and it's already a 2.5 hour wait to try and get on Hagrid. So I'm gonna go and try and do something else. I might go try riding Forbidden Journey again, since I have shoes that I don't have to grip onto. All right, so I tried Forbidden Journey and I wasn't able to fit on it, even though I fit on it last week and I've lost 5 pounds since then. They had me try the test seat after that, and the test seat is a lot smaller than the actual seats. My arms were too thick to even get the restraint down in the test seat, but it got down and only needed one more click on the regular ride. So I might swing back around to this one a little bit later today. They did give me some express passes so I can hit some other rides pretty quickly, and I might even be able to come back to this one and try using an express pass on this one later. One nice thing about not fitting on rides, I know it sucks, but if you get express passes, so if you're here earlier in the day and you get express passes, you could get enough that you can try and use express passes for all the rides that you don't think you're gonna fit on, and then if you try those and you don't fit on those, you can get more express passes. So they kind of take care of you a little bit. So if you're a very big person, you might be able to get a whole bunch of express passes with only waiting in a full queue one time.
ETA 5 minutes. Repeat, ETA 5 minutes. Exercise.
Something I noticed here, they don't actually have buckles anymore. There's no belts on this. There's actually a light here now too. Oh man, that's hard to get in. All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a green light and you're good.
Can you push down on it at all? No, you can't push down on it?
Sorry.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor and get a shot of me fitting it? I have a YouTube channel where I fit on rides. Now is this seat as forgiving as like other seats? Like those have been through more torture, right? Are they maybe a little bit bigger, or have they been replaced recently?
No, they're actually smaller than they were before.
Yeah. The last time I tried this, had a buckle.
Yeah, it had a buckle. We don't have buckle. Beginning of this year.
Beginning of this year, okay. All right, I have never actually gone into the Dr. Doom's Fearfall queue, so I'm just gonna do this and see if the ride seats are actually different. Because a lot of the times they'll tell you that they're smaller or whatever, and they're not. It's funny, these guys in the queue are about my size. All right, Dr. Doom's Fearfall, I tried getting in the seats, and it sounded like I was pretty close, but they were not willing to push down the bar for me. There was a lot of give in the in the restraint, but I couldn't get leverage to be able to pull it down hard enough. You know, you're trying to pull it down with the muscles that it's pushing against, and you just kind of can't really do that easily. Gotta keep trying. I'm not far away on that one though. Even though the girl in the front said that they made the seats smaller, I'm not 100% sure that's the case. On to the next one. Let's go see how bad Hulk beats me up. So I went and tried the Hulk, and it is extremely painful to even try and fit in this thing. So for me, my problem is the hips. My hip bones are just a little bit too big to be able to fit in here. But if I jam myself in here, lean forward, kind of scooch a little bit and not rush, it is very painful. But I can get my hips underneath of the bars now, underneath of the armrests here. All right, so I am in there. Now all I have to do is get these buckles buckled. I did it. I got both the buckles down. I can't inhale very well. But I was able to ride the ride on the test seat. I can do this by myself. I can put both the buckles down, but I have to breathe very shallowly. And when I was on the ride, I couldn't take a deep breath. So, but I did ride the Hulk. I did ride the Hulk. On the ride, I had to sit in row 8. So I tried in row 1, and I couldn't get both hips into the seat. But row 8 actually gets more torque when the ride, you know, runs. So the last seat in the row, the farther back you go, the more G's people pull, okay? So if you don't like G's, that's a problem, but those seats in the back actually go through more torture, okay? So they get stretched out. The seat belts get stretched out a little bit more in row 8 than row 1. And row 1, I was almost able to do it. And row 8, they had to push it down, but they got me in there. And I rode it, and one thing that I didn't count on was I'm very sweaty, and my glasses are like sliding around on my head here, and they almost flew off several times. So I would definitely recommend not wearing, if you can see even a little bit, don't wear your glasses on this one, or like strap them to your face or something, because they wanted to fly off in every single inversion on this thing. The Hulk was a lot of fun, extremely painful for me, just because I'm kind of riding on one hip and I can't inhale, but I rode it. So the diet has worked as far as the biggest ride here at Islands of Adventure. I need to inhale a little bit. I gotta get out of this before I pass out. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just barely in there. All right, so I'm catching my breath. The Hulk was very constricting. I'm just in the Fantastic Four pizzeria area, having a little water and some Keto Chow for lunch. It is nice to just be able to bring a Keto Chow with me and not have to pay for the food here, because the food here is ridiculously expensive. So yeah, these are really handy. And don't forget about the coupon code. If you're interested in getting Keto Chow, the same stuff that I'm drinking here, we have a coupon code, parksinyourpocket 10, all one word. If you use the affiliate link down in the description, you can pick some up. It's a ketogenic meal replacement shake. So that's what I've been drinking to be able to lose all this weight, to be able to fit on these roller coasters, and I mean, you can get it too. So if you're interested in trying it, you help the channel if you buy it through that affiliate link or you use our coupon code. So please do. It's very good stuff. Okay, Hagrids is a 2-hour wait. I'd say that's probably accurate at this time of day. So I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, so here at Hagrids, I'm here at the test seat. And depending upon which of the employees you talk to, you're gonna be told that the person with you can push down or the person with you cannot push down on the restraints. So probably if you're coming, better not to ask at all and just ask for forgiveness if you're really close to being able to get the test seat to work. If you're here with somebody,
definitely have them push down the test seat and see if you're getting really close. I'm like maybe 1/8 of an inch away, and they won't let anybody push down on the test seat or on the test seat or on the ride vehicle itself. So, and I just can't get the leverage for it.
All right, I'm gonna try Rip Ride and Rocket again. Hopefully I'll be able to fit on this one. Then I think I'm gonna be pretty much done for the day. Hagrids kind of put me in a funk because I only needed like 1/8 of an inch, but they won't let anybody push down on it. Kind of frustrating. All right, so I did not get a green light on the test seat again, but I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I can ride it. I found some friends here to hang out with while I tell you about my day here at Universal. I tried riding all the rides that I can't ride. There was only 2 that I actually just flat out failed at. On Dr. Doom's Fearfall, I just couldn't get the leverage to pull down the bar, but probably if I had somebody with me who was able to push down on that bar, I would be able to ride that one, I think. It's a little tight, but it's just a leverage thing. I just can't grab it and pull in that direction and lower my collarbones at the same time. The other one that I can't fit on is, unfortunately, Hagrids. I'm about 1/8 of an inch away from being able to fit on that one, and it's really frustrating that, I mean, it's Hagrid. You would think that big people would be able to fit on that one, but oh well. I was able to ride Forbidden Journey again. I tried it in the morning, I wasn't able to ride, and then I went back again, and after trying the test seat and explaining that I'm able to fit on it, I just need a little bit of extra push, they offered to let me get on in the alternative loading area. So they have an area where people transfer from wheelchairs. They would let me get on there, which I could take as long as I wanted to doing it. So that was very nice of them. I didn't really need a long time. I just kind of just needed somebody to push down on it. So, oh well. But then I also tried the Hulk, and I was able to ride the Hulk, but it was extremely, extremely painful. If your bones are wide like mine, you're probably going to have a pretty bad time on that one. Just because the armrests of those seats are so rigid, I just had to jam myself in there. I'm probably going to have bruises from it, but I rode it. Those are the big ones. I did ride Rip Ride and Rocket again. One thing that I will say on Forbidden Journey, the Hulk, and Rip Ride and Rocket, I am not able to take a deep breath on any of those rides. So I'm held in there, and if I want to take a deep breath, I'm not able to. So if that might freak you out and you're about my size, you might want to skip it, just because you sometimes you hyperventilate and you could pass out. So just be careful. I'm fine because I don't get freaked out about these rides, but if I did get freaked out, it would be hard on me because I couldn't take that deep breath. Another thing that was kind of a problem was on Forbidden Journey and the Hulk, the shoulder restraints, I have to really lower my collarbones to be able to get the shoulder restraints on, like locked in. If you have a long torso like me, it's gonna be uncomfortable. So a lot of the times that ride will flip upside down and you're resting on your collarbones, and that is not a good feeling when you're jammed in there already. So thankfully it doesn't last that long, but it can be quite painful. Anyway, I have to run. Jill needs me to come over to her friend's house and pick her up because we're still using the same car. So I will see you when I get back to the house. All right, so I kind of lied to you. Sorry about that. I said I would be back on camera when I got home, but I got home, I got busy, and I didn't really have any major updates to share with you guys. So today is Wednesday. I need to release this video today, and I wanted to give you just a quick update. I have been eating just regular meals, ketogenic meals in the evenings, and I've been able to snack a little bit with like pecans and maybe some cheese or stuff. I've gained a little bit of weight. I've gained like 2 or 3 pounds, but I'm extremely sore still from trying all those rides. Both of my hips have like deep tissue bruises, like right next to the bone, still, and it's been several days. So it's definitely something you have to weigh whether it's worth being sore for a long time if you're going to jam yourself in there at my size. It was worth it to be able to ride them,
but I need to heal before I can try it again because it would hurt so bad to try and fit in the Hulk right now. My collarbones are also pretty sore from probably from the Hulk. So it definitely beat me up a little bit. A lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. I don't want the ride seats to change and get smaller or the rules to change or anything. I'm not complaining about it. So if Universal watches this, don't change it. But it definitely did hurt me a little bit. So just make sure that you guys are aware that it's painful. Coming up in September, I have Halloween Horror Nights. I'll be making videos on those. So if you have any questions about Halloween Horror Nights, please just leave me your questions in a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and maybe give this video a thumbs up. It definitely does help us and helps other people find the channel. And don't forget about the Keto Chow. If you would like to try Keto Chow with me, use the coupon code that's in the description and the affiliate link and order some and you'll get 10% off your order. Also, if you'd really like to help the channel and you find any of my videos helpful, if you can remember to share them on Facebook or Twitter and just let other people know that I'm making these videos, that definitely helps me grow the channel and I would really appreciate it. Hey Pocketeers, Dave here. I hope you liked the video. Please leave me a comment down below telling me what you thought of it. And if you'd like to help the channel, please like this video and maybe share it on Facebook or Twitter. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check back every Sunday for a new video. All right, well, I'll see you again real soon.